Let me ask you something. What if I told you there's one habit, just one, that could change everything about your life? Not next year, not someday, but starting today. A habit so powerful it can turn failure into fuel, fear into faith, and dreams into reality. Most people spend their whole lives searching for the secret to success, but the truth is, it's not a secret at all. It's something you can build, something you can live, something you can become. See, the difference between those who talk about greatness and those who live, it isn't luck. It's discipline, it's gratitude, it's persistence, it's faith. It's what you choose to do when the lights are off, when no one's cheering, when life hits harder than you expected. Because that's where the real transformation begins, not in comfort, but in commitment. In this message, we're going to talk about the habit that changes everything, the habit that separates the ordinary from the extraordinary, the dreamers from the doers, the talkers from the achievers. This isn't just motivation. This is a reminder that your future depends on what you do every single day. So I want you to stay with me till the very end. Don't just listen, feel it. Let every word remind you of the strength that's already inside you. Because by the time we finish, you'll understand that the life you've been waiting for isn't somewhere out there. It's waiting inside you. This is not just another speech. This is your wake-up call. The moment to rise, the moment to build the habit that changes everything. The habit of daily discipline is the foundation of every transformation. It's not about doing something once in a while when motivation hits. It's about doing it every single day, even when you don't feel like it. Discipline means showing up when your emotions tell you to stay in bed. It means pushing forward when your body says you're tired and your mind whispers that it doesn't matter. Because deep down, you know that every step you take with discipline is a step closer to the person you're meant to become. Greatness isn't built in moments of comfort. It's built in the quiet repetition of small efforts that seem insignificant at first, but eventually shape everything about who you are. Discipline is not glamorous. It's not loud or flashy. It happens in the unseen hours, when no one's clapping, no one's watching, and no one's giving you credit. It's waking up early to chase your dreams before the world wakes up. It's saying no to distractions that promise comfort but steal your purpose. Son, it's doing the right thing again and again until it becomes who you are. Every champion, every leader, every person who has changed their life started by mastering this one thing. The habit of showing up with consistency, not just emotion. When you choose discipline, you're teaching yourself that your future is more important than your feelings. You stop being controlled by temporary moods and start living by long-term values. Discipline doesn't ask for perfection. It asks for persistence. You don't have to win every day. You just have to keep showing up every day. And when you do, something powerful happens. You build trust with yourself. You start to believe in your own word. You begin to realize that you can rely on you. That kind of confidence doesn't come from hype or praise. It comes from the quiet satisfaction of knowing you kept your promise to yourself. Discipline transforms you because it builds integrity, strength, and focus. It's the bridge between dreams and reality, between wanting something and earning it. Without discipline, talent fades, passion burns out, and potential dies. But with it, even the impossible begins to look possible. The habit of daily discipline doesn't just change what you do. It changes who you are from the inside out. The habit of gratitude is one of the most powerful forces that can reshape your life from the inside out. It's more than just saying thank you. It's a mindset, a way of seeing the world. When you learn to focus on what's right instead of what's wrong, everything begins to shift. Gratitude opens your heart, clears your vision, and strengthens your spirit. It reminds you that no matter where you are, no matter how hard things seem, there is always something to be thankful for. And when you start your day with that awareness, you carry a kind of light that no challenge can completely dim. Gratitude doesn't wait for perfection. It doesn't ask for everything to go your way before it shows up. It's choosing to be thankful even when things are uncertain, even when life feels unfair. It's about understanding that every breath, every opportunity, every lesson, and even every failure is a gift in disguise. Because gratitude doesn't deny pain, it redefines it. It allows you to see the value in the struggle, to recognize that the moments that hurt you the most are often the ones that grow you the most. Gratitude turns problems into lessons, chaos into clarity, and obstacles into opportunities. When you practice gratitude daily, you begin to live from a place of abundance rather than lack. You stop comparing your journey to others because you're too focused on appreciating your own. The more you give thanks for what you have, the more life gives you to be thankful for. It's not magic, it's mindset. Gratitude attracts blessings because it tunes your heart to the frequency of peace and purpose. It silences fear, quiets doubt, and reminds you that you already have enough to move forward. In a world that constantly tells you what you don't have, gratitude helps you remember what you do. It keeps you grounded when success comes and keeps you hopeful when struggle stays. It turns ordinary days into extraordinary ones by shifting your focus from what's missing to what's meaningful. The habit of gratitude doesn't just change your circumstances, it changes your perception, and when your perception changes, your whole life begins to change with it. The habit of faith and vision is the fuel that keeps your purpose alive when everything around you seems uncertain. Faith is believing in something you can't yet see but can already feel in your spirit. It's the quiet conviction that even when life doesn't go according to your plan, there's still a greater plan working behind the scenes. Faith isn't about knowing every answer or seeing every step. It's about trusting that if you keep moving, the path will unfold in front of you. Vision, on the other hand, gives that faith direction. It allows you to see beyond your current reality and picture a future that's bigger than your fears. Together, faith and vision create a force that can carry you through any storm. When you walk by faith, you stop waiting for perfect conditions. You stop waiting for approval, for clarity, or for guarantees. You move because your heart tells you there's something more for you, even if no one else believes it. Faith gives you courage when logic says quit. It gives you peace when chaos surrounds you. It whispers to your soul, keep going, when the world screams, it's over. Vision strengthens that whisper by reminding you what you're fighting for. It paints a picture of the life you're building, the person you're becoming, and the legacy you're leaving. There will be moments when faith feels impossible, when doubt creeps in and tries to convince you to stop. That's when vision becomes your anchor. You have to see it before you have it, believe it before you achieve it. The mind follows what the heart imagines. When your faith is strong and your vision is clear, no setback can stop you. Failure turns into feedback and waiting turns into preparation. You begin to understand that delay is not denial. It's simply development. Faith and vision work together to shape destiny. One gives you belief, the other gives you direction. Without faith, you lose hope. Without vision, you lose purpose. But when you have both, you become unstoppable. You don't just survive challenges, you rise through them. You don't just dream, you build. The habit of faith and vision doesn't just guide your steps. It gives your life meaning, power, and unshakable purpose. The habit of persistence through pain is the mark of true strength and character. Everyone wants success, but few are willing to endure what it takes to reach it. Pain is not the enemy. It's the teacher that shapes you, the fire that forges your strength. Life will test you, break you, and push you to your limits, not because it wants to destroy you, but because it wants to build you. Every great dream comes with a price, and that price is persistence, the ability to keep going when everything in you wants to stop. It's the habit of standing tall when the storm hits, of believing in your purpose even when you can't see progress. Pain is a language that only the strong understand. It speaks in lessons, not in comfort. It tells you who you are when everything you depended on is gone. Most people quit when it hurts. They see pain as a signal to stop, but those who rise above see it differently. They see pain as proof that they are growing. The weight you carry today is preparing you for the blessings you've been asking for. The struggle you face is shaping the strength you'll need for the next season of your life. When you learn to persist through pain, you stop running from discomfort and start running toward purpose. Persistence doesn't mean you won't fall. It means you'll keep getting back up. It means you'll keep fighting, keep learning, and keep believing no matter how many times you fail. Every setback becomes part of your story. Every scar becomes a symbol of survival. You begin to realize that pain doesn't weaken you. It reveals you. Oh. It exposes the strength that was already inside you, waiting to be awakened. The truth is, success and pain are inseparable. You can't have one without the other. The dream you want will require endurance, and the victory you desire will demand sacrifice. But if you can learn to persist through pain, you'll find that nothing can stop you. You'll walk through the fire and come out refined, not destroyed. The habit of persistence through pain turns ordinary people into warriors, and it transforms struggle into the foundation of greatness. The habit of service and purpose is what gives life its deepest meaning. True success is not measured by how much you earn or how high you climb, but by how many lives you touch along the way. When you live only for yourself, your victories feel empty. But when you use what you've been given to lift others, every moment begins to matter. Service is not weakness, it's strength, under control. It's the decision to make a difference, to contribute, to give when you could take, and to love when it's easier to ignore. Living with purpose means waking up each day with the intention to leave the world a little better than you found it. When you serve others, you grow in ways success alone can never teach you. You learn empathy, patience, and gratitude. You begin to understand that your gifts, your talents, and your blessings were never meant to stay with you. They were meant to flow through you. The happiest people in the world are not those who have everything, but those who give something meaningful. Service gives your struggles purpose and your pain power. It transforms challenges into lessons that can inspire others. You start to see that the reason you went through certain battles was so you could help someone else survive theirs. Purpose doesn't always come with a big announcement. Sometimes it's found in small acts. A kind word, a helping hand, a moment of listening. You don't need a stage or spotlight to live with purpose. You just need a willing heart. When you stop asking, "What can I get?" and start asking, "What can I give?" everything begins to change. You start feeling fulfilled, not just successful. You begin to attract peace, respect, and genuine joy, the kind that no material thing can offer. Service connects you to something greater than yourself. Now, it reminds you that we are all part of a bigger story, and your role, no matter how small, matters. Purpose gives you direction when life feels uncertain, and service gives that direction meaning. Together, they create a life that impacts others long after you're gone. The habit of service and purpose turns success into significance and transforms existence into legacy. The habit of reflection and growth is what separates those who repeat their mistakes from those who rise above them. Life is a constant teacher, and every experience, good or bad, carries a lesson. But lessons mean nothing if you never take the time to understand them. Reflection is that quiet moment when you stop running, stop chasing, and start listening to what life has been trying to teach you. It's the space where wisdom is born, where you turn your experiences into understanding and your failures into foundations for something greater. Without reflection, success can blind you and failure can break you. But with it, both become stepping stones to growth. Growth doesn't happen by accident, It happens when you choose to learn, when you decide to ask yourself the hard questions. What did I do right? What could I have done better? What did this moment reveal about me? Reflection turns pain into perspective and chaos into clarity. It's what allows you to move forward without carrying the same mistakes, the same fears, or the same patterns. Growth demands honesty, the kind that forces you to confront your weaknesses without losing faith in your strengths. When you reflect with humility, you evolve with power. The truth is, the most successful people are not the ones who never fail, but the ones who never stop learning. Every failure becomes feedback, every obstacle becomes a lesson. Reflection allows you to see that growth is not about perfection. It's about progression. You begin to appreciate how far you've come instead of focusing only on how far you have to go. Growth is slow, sometimes painful, but always worth it. It stretches your mind, strengthens your character, and shapes your destiny. The habit of reflection and growth keeps you grounded when you succeed and motivated when you stumble. It teaches you that life is not about avoiding mistakes, but about using them to rise higher. Each season of your life becomes preparation for the next. When you make reflection a daily practice, growth becomes a lifelong journey. You stop living on autopilot and start living with awareness. The habit of reflection and growth doesn't just make you better at what you do. It makes you wiser, stronger, and more connected to the person you are meant to become. Every habit we've spoken about, discipline, gratitude, faith, persistence, service, and reflection, they're not just actions, they're choices. Choices that build character, shape destiny, and transform ordinary moments into extraordinary breakthroughs. The truth is, one powerful habit can change everything because habits create momentum, and momentum creates a new version of you. It doesn't happen overnight. It happens quietly in the decisions you make when no one's watching, in the effort you give when no one's clapping, and in the faith you hold when no one believes. That's where transformation begins, in the unseen and the consistent, in the daily pursuit of becoming better than you were yesterday. The habit that changes everything is not a secret formula or a magic shortcut. It's the commitment to keep showing up, to keep growing, to keep believing even when the road is tough. You don't have to be perfect, you just have to be consistent. Every act of discipline plants a seed. Every moment of gratitude lifts your spirit. Every ounce of faith moves you forward.